24-hour reading challenge today. It's been so long since we've done this. I was trying to scroll on our channel to see the last time we did it, and it's been a long time.
They're not really our favorites, but we get a lot done.
They're tough to do. I think that's why we avoid them. We do like doing reading vlogs every month. I know recently we've been doing the highest and lowest books on our TBR. Before that, we were doing a lot of like swapping screen time for read time. We did a lot of Instagram chooses what we read. But today, alas, we are brought back to the 24-hour reading challenge.
We want to also make it harder by only reading new releases. There's been a lot of really good new releases lately, so we have a lot to choose from. We do have a little mini TBR of what we want to read today. We of course have the reappearance of Rachel Price, which is our Literal Besties Book Club book for this month. Last month we read our Literal Besties Book Club book together and it was a lot of fun. I'm hoping this will be fun to read together and with the book club as well. I also want to read The Paradise Problem by Christina Lauren. This just came out like May 14th, but you were able to get it early if you got it from Book of the Month. I'm ready to get started on this, and then I also have my Kindle here because I do want to read Powerful by Lauren Roberts. Her little novella just came out and I have to read it. I've been waiting for the next book of Powerless, so this is like a little snack until we can get that.
So I of course did bring Rachel Price. I also brought Darling Girls by Sally Hepworth. This one I've been really excited to read. It's a mystery thriller. I just noticed too, these are all Book of the Month books. That was not even planned, but I guess this is gonna get us a good chunk of the way into the ones we have on our TBR. This one came out last month, so I do want to read it. And then I also have The Husbands by Holly Gramazio. I got this one recently and it sounds really good. So I thought this one will be a little bit different since these two are mystery thriller. I'll have like a lit fic option if I get to it.
The way that we're going to do this 24 hours is just a regular 24 hours. So it's noon right now, so we're just going to see how much we can read by noon tomorrow. And I probably will sleep.
We probably will sleep. We've only ever attempted the 24 hours straight once and it was miserable.
Like I had a migraine, so I don't know.
I don't know how people do it that way. But we're gonna see how many books we can read in the next 24 hours. I think I'm gonna start with Darling Girls. I really want to read this one.
Then I'll start The Paradise Problem by Christina Lauren.
Alright, we're gonna set the timer. We're gonna start and then update you guys in a little bit.
Okay, so we've been reading for a little bit and it's going well. I already really like it, but I'm not surprised because I love Christina Lauren. We're following Anna and Liam. Right off the bat, we can see that Anna is struggling. Like she is an artist and she's not making a lot of money. And she is also taking care of her dad who has like a lot of medical bills that needs attention. And then there's Liam, and Liam is an heir of the Weston Foods, which is like a really huge grocery store chain. And Anna and Liam, a long time ago in college, they had this agreement where they were going to be fake married. They're going to be married so that Anna could have housing. It's a whole thing. They don't even know each other really. It was just for paperwork. Turns out that as Anna thought she filed for divorce, that they didn't even really get a divorce. So now Liam is coming back and telling Anna that actually we are not divorced and I need you to come with me to my sister's wedding and pretend like we have been married for 5 years so that I can get my inheritance. They're trying to come up with something, seeing how much money Anna could get, and Anna only asked for $100,000 and this man is getting $100 million from his inheritance. I would have asked for $1 million
at least $1 million.
So I'm excited. I love fake dating and I can't wait to see the mess that this is about to be.
I'm liking mine a lot as well. We're basically following 3 different characters in this book. Nora, Jessica, and Alicia. All 3 of them grew up in the same foster house with Miss Fairchild, who was their foster mother. They did did all arrive there at different times, but they basically are like sisters now. We are following two different timelines. So one of them is in the past while they're all meeting and growing up together in the foster home. And then one of them is in the present where a detective has called all three of them up to let them know there's an investigation going on in their hometown. A body was found under the house that they grew up in, so they're all kind of called back for questioning. I am loving this so far. I initially thought that the 3 point of views were going to be like too much and I wasn't going to be able to follow each of them, but I am already loving it. I can't wait to see where this plot goes because we don't yet know if they're like just witnesses or if they're suspects. We don't know where the questioning is going to lead, so I'm really excited. This is my first book by this author, and I know she has a bunch of different books, so if I like this one, I'm gonna have to read all of her other ones. We are gonna keep on reading, but before that, we did want to give you guys an update on our Magic Mind journey. We've talked a lot about Magic Mind here on the channel before, but if you didn't know, Magic Mind are these little all-natural productivity shots. We'll put a close-up so you guys can see, but we've been taking them for a little over 3 months now, so we wanted to kind of just let you know how it's going, see if it's something that you guys would be interested in.
We do take these every other day, and we can definitely notice a difference on the days where we don't take them. Whenever we do take them, we're just locked in and focused on whatever it is that we need to do, so we love taking them on days like today when we're going to be reading all day. I do drink a lot of coffee, so I always take mine with my coffee. It definitely adds a little boost to my energy because I think I've already been used to the caffeine, so this is just like a little shot that will keep me going all day long.
For me, I've always been someone who can't drink caffeine. It just makes me like really jittery and not feel well, so I am constantly looking for all natural alternatives. So when I started drinking Magic Mind, it was an absolute lifesaver. All the ingredients in the shots are all natural, so I love that. I look forward to taking them in the mornings, and I do notice a drastic difference in my mood and energy levels. So we highly recommend. If you've been interested and have been wanting to try them out, we do have a 20% off discount code. Our code is LarandaReads20 that you can use at checkout, so we will leave that along with their link in the description. Let us know if you do end up trying it out though and how it's affecting your day to day. Thank you so much, Magic Mind, for sponsoring today's video. We are going to now get some snacks and keep on reading.
For a little bit longer. My book is going really well. Anna and Liam have gotten to this island where his sister is getting married. His whole family is there and they're like complete snobs. Not all of them, but like the mom and the dad definitely. Everybody in his family works for this Weston food company, and Liam is the only one who like refuses because he has beef with his dad. The problem is one of the brothers can tell and knows that their marriage isn't real, and he's like trying to prove it. It's all fake dating, but like fake marriage, and I love it. And it's crazy because it's supposed to be like 5 years of marriage. It's not like you just started dating this person. And of course there's like that one bed trope and they're in this like bungalow. But right now we're just hoping that his family can back off a little bit and just kind of believe it and leave it alone. And I hate Liam's dad, but other than that, it's going great.
In my book, things are starting to unravel. We are trying to figure out who exactly was found underneath the house. Reading about these 3 girls and their upbringing is a lot. It's always rough when you're reading about like foster homes and like the way that these foster parents like treated them growing up. I'm glad that they have each other, and it could definitely be worse. They've been in other houses that have been worse, but not everything at this house is like peachy perfect. The plot has been super interesting though, and I love how much information we're getting about each of the characters. I don't have any real predictions yet, so I have no idea where this is gonna go or how they're gonna end it, but I wasn't expecting it to be this character driven. I'm really enjoying it.
So we're just gonna keep on reading. Hopefully we can finish our first book soon so that we can go ahead and get started on our second book, but I'm glad that we're enjoying them so far.
guys, we have finished our first books. And honestly, it didn't take us that long.
I know, we sped through that.
I know, we're definitely going to be able to start our second ones already, but final thoughts for my book. I really enjoyed it. It was character driven, it had a good plot, I was glued to the page the whole time. I didn't know what to expect throughout the whole book. The ending did catch me off guard. I liked that I feel satisfied with the ending, and it also wasn't too over the top, yet it still had twists and turns, and I really enjoyed it. I think I'm gonna give this 4 stars. I do want to read more by this author. I know she has a couple other pretty popular books, so I'm gonna have to get my hands on that one. I really enjoyed it. Highly recommend if you haven't read it yet.
I really enjoyed mine as well, but I knew I was going to. I don't think I've ever read a Christina Lauren book that I didn't like. As I was sitting here, I was trying to think, like, what about this book did I not like? And I can't come up with anything. I loved everything. The family drama was really entertaining. The romance was really cute. Their banter was cute. I loved being like on an island and all the descriptions of like being on that vacation with them. I think I am gonna give it a 4 stars because it wasn't anything like amazing. I just had a really good time reading it.
So pretty good for our first books of the day. It's about to be 7 p.m. So we are gonna start our second books, and we decided we want to buddy read the book club book for the month. So that is The Reappearance of Rachel Price by Holly Jackson. I am so excited for this. We've loved every other Holly Jackson book that we've read, and this has been an anticipated release for both of us.
So I actually did already start this a while ago. I think I got to like page 85. I think I'm going to read Powerful on my Kindle and let you catch up, and then we'll be able to read it together. I've been reading for a little bit longer. So I did read Powerful by Lauren Roberts. It was so sad, but we all knew it was going to be. It was just like a 100-page little novella about Adina, and we did meet Adina in Powerless. So it was just really crazy going back and kind of seeing her point of view. I think this was a good like refresher though of like everything that happened, since I do think the second book is coming out in like a few months. If you need a Powerless refresher, this was definitely a good novella just to kind of remember what happened. It was really sad, but I'm glad I got to read more from Lauren Roberts, and I'll be waiting for that second book. But now we are both reading The Reappearance of Rachel Price by Holly Jackson. What do you think so far?
I am really enjoying it so far, but I mean, no surprise here because like I said, we love Holly Jackson, and this plot is so intriguing. I feel like it's different from anything else we've read. So much has happened already in the first chunk. I love that we just out of the gate jump right into the action. We are following Belle Price. Her and her family are being interviewed for this documentary on her mother's disappearance, Rachel Price. I think that's a fun way to go about it because we are getting to know the crew, the family members, and what basically happened the day of the disappearance.
Early on for me, it was a little overwhelming being introduced to so many people because we get like all of the Price family, and we're trying to learn like the sound crew and like the camera guy, and it's just, it was a lot at first, but I think I'm getting used to it now.
Essentially what happened 16 years ago is that Belle, as a baby, was found in the back of the car. The car was running and her mom was just completely gone. We have no idea what happened to her. And at the time, Belle's father, Charlie, was actually under investigation for the murder of Rachel. He was found innocent, but people in the town still think he has something to do with it. So they're having to deal with all that. They're doing this documentary. Belle is kind of to herself. She has a really good relationship with her father, and other than her dad and her cousin, that's kind of it. I think she doesn't have friends at school just because the case is like such a big part of her life and she doesn't want to deal with everyone and their questions about the case.
Belle is quite the character. I think she's so funny though because she really doesn't take anything from anyone, and I think that has a lot to do with people questioning her all the time and her and her family being known as like the Price family. She's constantly defending her father because everyone thinks that her father did have something to do with it, and I just feel bad for her, honestly. And she has such an attitude. I mean, rightfully so, but it's just, it's sad to see that it's like all because of this that happened to her at such a young age. She was a baby. But while they're filming the documentary, Rachel Price reappears again, and that, reading that was crazy because I'm like, is it actually There's no way. Even though it says it right here in the title, I'm still like, there's no way she just came back. They're moving Rachel back into the house, and it's just really weird. Belle's like trying to figure out, where were you? What happened to you? Some of the things that Rachel says while she's trying to answer Belle's questions seem a little bit off. So now in the book, we're really just like, what actually happened to Rachel Price? So we're just gonna keep on reading, and hopefully we get some answers from Rachel Price.
You guys, we're back. We've read a lot. We only have a third left of this book. It is flying by. In the story, Belle is convinced that something is not right here. And honestly, I feel like Belle is super valid in all of her feelings, because if you look at it in her perspective, she's never really had a mother figure growing up. It's always just been her and her dad. So Rachel coming back and kind of like inserting herself into their lives has definitely like upturned it all. Like, it's not something Belle's used to. All of a sudden there's someone here like trying to get you to call her mom and is trying to like do things with you, and I feel like that's super overwhelming, especially because it's affecting Belle and her father's relationship with each other. Belle is just convinced everything bad that's happened since Rachel has reappeared is because of Rachel, and she's determined to just uncover what's actually happened, why Rachel could be lying. She's found like little inconsistencies every time Rachel talks about whatever happened to her for the past 16 years, so she's just convinced there's something to find.
Rachel keeps calling Belle Annabelle, and every single time she does it, it pisses me off. So I'm like,
because
ugh.
Belle wants to go by Belle. She's like, hey, just to let you know, I've always gone by Belle. Belle is my name. And Rachel keeps trying to call her Anna because that's what she calls her.
Every single time.
And see, I get the first few miss-ups,
Yeah.
but after like the first 10, I'd be like, Belle, my name's Belle.
I wouldn't even respond if she keeps calling me Anna.
I know.
I think it's funny because they're trying to add a little romance in there between Belle and the camera guy. I don't know if I love it. It's kind of distracting.
It doesn't really feel like it fits. Yeah, I agree.
Like, it's kind of forced.
It doesn't need to be there for sure. She kind of takes the camera guy on all her side quests. She's like really trying to uncover something, so she brings him along anytime she goes to investigate. And they're definitely trying to push like some kind of relationship between them.
Yeah. I'm like, this is not Pip and Robbie.
Yeah.
You're trying to be Pip and Robbie, and it's not happening.
At this point in the book, we don't really know if Rachel's lying, but for Belle's sake, I kind of hope she is, because Belle is so determined that I'm like, I hope you're not doing all of this for her to just be telling the truth.
I'm kind of hoping Belle is wrong about her mom.
Really?
Just because I feel so bad for the mom.
I do feel bad.
I feel bad for both of them. It's like, who do we trust?
I see both sides, yeah.
We are enjoying it so far, but I'm tired.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready for bed.
Since we only have a third left, we think that will be doable for tomorrow. So we think we're going to end here for today. We will pick up in the morning. I'm excited to finish this and see what is going to happen at the end. Good morning, you guys. It's a new day. We just sat down and finished the rest of this book, and I am obsessed. It was so good. I wanted to like give a little standing ovation after I finished it.
Holly Jackson.
Holly Jackson. This book was fantastic.
The way she got me.
I didn't predict anything that was gonna happen. And how often can we say that about mystery thrillers? This was everything and more, 10 times better than I expected. Anytime you read Holly Jackson, you know it's gonna be fast-paced, entertaining, twisty, have a satisfying ending. I think this is my favorite Holly Jackson book to date.
Oh.
I really, really enjoyed it. I cannot believe that's how they decided to end this. I can't wait to look at the book club and see like everyone's thoughts about the ending. I'm just super satisfied with it. I think I'm gonna give it like a 4.5, which is a perfect book in my opinion, or a 4.75. I'm not sure yet. I really loved it though.
Yeah, the ending was absolutely crazy. I think I'm gonna go just a 4 though, because Belle was really pissing me off throughout the book. Yeah. I don't know, I felt like she was being a lot of the time. But the way it was wrapped up and the way everything was exposed was absolutely crazy. I could easily picture everything that was happening. There was an actual movie going on in my head. I know they're working on A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, but I think this would be a really good adaptation.
I'm saying, and we know we get angry sometimes when every book is getting an adaptation, but this is one of the rare times I think they could truly do it well. I can't wait to watch A Good Girl's Guide though. That'll be good.
So no surprise here, we absolutely loved Holly Jackson's new book. If you guys haven't joined the book club already, we will leave that link in the description. You can read it along with all of us in the chats.
Overall, I think this was such a successful 24-hour readathon. We do need to start doing these. Let us know if you guys prefer these or which of the reading vlogs you like the most.
I gave everything 4 stars.
I think I did too.
Oh
2
my
4s.
gosh.
I cannot believe it. Maybe we need to read new releases more often. I'm like trying to play catch up on all the older books I have on my shelves, but these new releases are hitting, you guys. Let us know what new releases you guys have liked so far this year. That's pretty much it for today's video though. That Magic Mind link will be in the description along with the book club link. Make sure to go join and check out Magic Mind if you're interested. This was a lot of fun though. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you guys next time.
So this is a good refresher. If you need a power list refresher, this if you need a power list refresher, this was a good refresher.
I can't watch to see A Good Girl's Guide though.
You can't watch.
I can't wait to watch.